Hey guys, Mike with Tech Revolution. Today we're going to install this Inferno Front bumper on this 2010 JK. Tools needed for your installation: a angle grinder, drill, sawzall, a ratchet and a 3/4 inch socket, and a 3/4 inch open-ended wrench, a paint pen, a center punch, a drill bit to drill a pilot hole, and a step bit. And you'll also need a tape measure. All right, our first step is going to be measuring down the frame where we want to cut. We're going to cut back 1 7/8 inch from the back of this front piece. Now you're going to grab your sawzall and cut straight down the line that we just drew. Now if our frame horns are removed, we're going to remove our crash bar next. We're going to cut down the weld on both sides and then use our grinder at the bottom to remove the weld. With our vertical cuts complete, we're now going to cut our horizontal weld on the bottom. Now with all of our cuts complete, we should be able to remove our crash bar. So with our cross member removed, we're now going to clean up all our welds here, make it look all nice and pretty. So we've cleaned up the frame rails from all of our cutting. Now we're going to fit the bumper in place to mark our holes, top and bottom. We're going to line the bumper up with the factory holes on the top rails, which will give us our guide for our front holes. Now using a center punch, we're just going to mark our hole center to give our drill an easier start. All right, now we're going to drill our pilot hole with our 3/16 drill bit. You can use any size, but we chose 3/16. And then we're going to use a step bit to get to our desired hole size of 9/16. Now we're going to drill our holes from the bottom up. Since this Jeep is a little bit older, we're just going to clean out this frame rail of any of the rust that has built up over the years. So now we're going to enlarge this hole to 9/16. Because of the size of the drill we're using, we're going to remove our front fascia here to allow us more clearance. The grill is held in place with 6 of these little guys right here. You just pull it up and then release the whole tab. And then there's a couple of tabs down the bottom to release the whole grill. All right, now that we've drilled our holes, we're going to go ahead and paint all of our grind marks and sanding we did. So we got the front of the Jeep all finished up with our painting and trimming. Now we're going to reinstall our grill, and then we're going to install this worn winch into our bumper, and then we'll put it on the frame for the very last time. We're going to install our winch next. I'm not going to show you how to do any of the wiring today, just on how to mount it into the winch plate. Now you'll notice that the winch has 4 additional holes on the inside. These are for if you're running a short drum rock crawler winch, but today we're going to be just using the outside 4 holes. So we got our winch mounted up, and you'll notice that we have this extra piece. This particular Jeep is a 2010, so it does not have a vacuum pump in the front of it. However, if you have a 2012 or newer, you will need to use this to relocate the vacuum pump that was on the inside frame rail. It's going to slide in between these two mounting locations, and you'll just locate the new pump right here on your bracket. You're gonna have to move around your wires down here a little bit to get this to slide in place. And then we'll just line it up with our 4 holes. You'll also notice that the winch is moving around a little bit. I left the bolts loose on the bottom. That way we can make sure it's aligned properly. Now we're gonna install the bolts for our front Inferno bumper. If you drilled your holes correctly, you'll just go right through. Maybe, if you get it straight. All right, installing your Crawltech Revolution Fairlead is fairly simple. We just got 2 bolts. They are gonna be a metric 6mm hex head, and we're just gonna slide that through there and use the serrated flange nut to attach it on the back side. The serrated flange nut makes installation easy because you don't always need to have a wrench on the back side. And just like that, we got our front bumper installed. Now the JK Inferno front bumper is a frame chop bumper. It's gonna give us maximum clearance down below, allowing us to crawl over those obstacles and get up the tougher terrain.